What is good, credit people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Bobbalambeats. The rise of Adin Ross in hip hop. And no, I'm not talking about his boner, which is a great segue into his brand, which is being super sus. He even got in a little bit of trouble with Polo G. Polo G was hating hella hard on his sus freestyle. Also, when Adin Ross commented saying that Polo G is super fine or something like that, Polo G was like, you a grown-ass man making these jokes thinking it's funny and all that, which y'all know how I feel. Like, I get it. Some of these rappers just ain't about it. I think the issue with Polo G and Adin Ross, I think they're completely fine. It's all just jokes, and I think maybe Polo G took it a little bit too far. Maybe Adin Ross is a little bit too sus and takes it too far as well. But hip-hop in general is like a pretty masculine genre, and like the least progressive out of genres, I guess, maybe other than like country, because that's usually southern conservative people. My parents are super southern, and I'm telling you right now, that's all they listen to. That's why Lil Nas X, it was super controversial when he was, you know, twerking on Satan and all that, because he came from hip-hop and they ain't messing with that. But anyway, we're talking about Adin here as to why he blew up, because it is a bit of a mystery. I was checking through all of his stats, and all of a sudden in like June of 2020, dude started gaining tens of thousands of subscribers on Twitch and YouTube with no real reason why, other than maybe a few cosigns. And then it's now snowballed into getting cosigns from Travis Scott, possibly even being signed to him with Cactus Jack Gaming, or at least he alluded to that on his Instagram in one of his posts, as well as just collabing with every single big YouTuber and or hip-hop artist, like Lil Yachty being the most recent one, Sofago, Zias or Zias, however you pronounce it, all these IG models, Rice Gum, Banks, Mike Malak, literally every single person Adin Ross has collabed with. And now he has basically become the biggest streamer on Twitch with 100,000 live viewers many days out of the week. Your boy ain't even got 100,000 subscribers. Think about that. He got 100,000 people watching him at one time. Think about how much bread dude would make if he made an OnlyFans, especially with Pammy Baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that relationship is real. But anyway, let's get into the stats just to analyze how Adin Ross actually blew up, where I was looking at his social blade, and if we check out the graph listing dates from January 18 up until about January of this year in 2021, it looked like he started his channel in 2018. He deleted a bunch of videos by the negative values that social blade results in, and he got decent views up until like, again, June 2020. However, all of a sudden dude starts getting 10,000 subscribers in 1 month, then 37,000, then 13, and then 42,000 subscribers in 1 month. Then it basically uphill from there. Guys making like 100,000 subscribers a day, 1 million views a day, in fact. But at least from this graph, we kind of understand when exactly he blew up. So now let's check out his channel, the very beginning of it, or at least up until the point where he deleted videos because maybe they were lesser quality. I did the same thing back in my 2018 videos. Y'all can't find it. So cringe, bro. You don't even want to know. I can't even look at my videos from like 3 days ago and not cringe. But as I was saying, about 10 months ago would be this June 2020 turning point, and I found a couple videos in which he is playing 2K21 with Bronny James, who, as we all know, or if you didn't know, is LeBron James' son. So is there really anything else to be said about his clout? His dad is literally like one of the most famous people on this planet, not to mention rich as fuck. And so after meeting Bronny James and playing on Twitch and doing hella wagers against other creators for like $500, $1,000, $2,000, he started getting significant views, especially with doing consecutive videos with Bronny James in 2v2 wagers. So no offense to Adin, but for his YouTube and Twitch, I think he does owe Bronny James a lot for the look, because Bronny James was already super famous because of his dad, and then that helps him get in views. Not saying that Adin Ross doesn't deserve it. I tell people this all the time with like Cody Shane and Trippie Redd, among many other examples. If somebody is famous now by themselves without being like somebody's best friend, they were bound to be famous by any means. However, it was just that one singular person in question, i.e. in this case, Bronny James, that made it all happen for him. But I think that Adin would have made it either way. And then ever since this 2K21 wagered series with Bronny James, it was over. Dude started making 75k views, 60k, pretty consistently, making decent money both on Twitch and YouTube. Then he moved over to GTA, COD, hosting E-Days with a bunch of IG thotties. He met Rice Gum, who is also a very popular Twitch streamer and was a big YouTuber back in the day. And finally, we get to SSB World, which is Adin Ross and his team SSB, which stands stands for Super Sus Boys, or at least that's what Your Rage said. But apparently it's Stacy's stepbrother or something like that. I'm not sure. I like Super Sus Boys way better. But they created this GTA world, which was super exclusive. It made me want to create my own, by which they pretty much only allowed other popular creators to join this GTA world. All in all, creating more and more hype for this world, because pretty much every single person who actually joined this world was creating content for it or streaming it, including Bronny, who we talked about before, and Rice Gum, and a bunch of other people in like the LA clout scene. Or if you really wanted to, you could pay like that $500 Q priority fee, which, bro, come on, I ain't doing that. And slowly but surely, he just kept moving up the ranks somehow, because I guess of his sus personality, and he's honestly hilarious. I know a lot of people in the hip-hop scene don't really get it, but what y'all gotta realize is he's not catering to you, he's catering to younger audiences on YouTube, just as every creator is, because most people on these websites, YouTube, Instagram, who are actually active are younger, because the older people, we got jobs, we got other things to do, we're not always up in people's business on social media. So stop taking it to heart when dude says unfunny sus joke. He then meets Corinna Koff, who's like super bad e-girl gamer who also dated Tfue back in the day in the Fortnite ages. In fact, I believe he lived with her and then they faked like a relationship or something. Eventually, he'll move to LA with Banks, Mike Malak, and he's kind of in sort of a phase house, but not really in phase, because again, he might be signed to Cactus Jack Gaming, to the point where finally Travis Scott joined the SSB World server in GTA, and they do like a bank robbery together, essentially giving him the ultimate cosign, because when Travis Scott gives you some clout points, the game is over. You already won. Look what happened to Sofago. I can only imagine that with this Travis Scott cosign and possibly being signed to Cactus Jack that we keep mentioning, that is probably one of the reasons that he's able to meet up with all these rappers, because one, if Travis fucks with you, then everyone else does, but also he might have some sort of management deal in which they connect Adin with these rappers, because he's making so much more money and getting so many more viewers when he has some hip-hop celebrity on his streams. It's all a promotional tactic, whether it seems organic or not. I don't think Adin has to pay for these, because at his level, he's honestly helping Lil Yachty, definitely YBN Almighty J, Polo G. He's helping bring the gaming audience into hip-hop to listen to these rappers' music that otherwise would have no idea about them, other than say like maybe some TikTok songs. And the rest is history. I already told y'all he just met up with Lil Yachty. His last couple of videos are with him, Zayas, Tiana Trump FaceTimed him. He's meeting up with hella rappers, streaming with him in his own room. He's doing 1v1 vlogs against the biggest YouTubers as well, reacting to different things. It's pretty much the classic streamer life, in which he went from just a 2K21 wager player to all of a sudden he's a personality. He's gotten out of the gamer content mostly, and he's just a brand in himself, which is where I think every single creator wants to get, because then there is no limit to any content you can create, because you're not pigeonholed just to 2K21 or GTA RP or hip hop news. You can just show your true self, which I think Adin Ross has successfully done. Dude is making thousands of dollars every single day just streaming on there. It does take a lot of work. He's on there for like 5 hours at a time. He's dedicated. I can tell you right now, streaming for that long in one day and consecutive days, it's exhausting, bro. But yeah, that's about it. Essentially, Adin Ross got a really early cosign around June 2020 from Bronny James, and the rest was history. He started meeting up with rappers. It helped catapult his already charismatic personality to the forefront of LA gaming streaming culture, to where he's now the biggest streamer in the game, collabing with every single rapper you can think of. It's honestly an inspiration. It makes me want to move out to LA so I can do shit like this. That is pretty much the reason why I'm going to LA on the 23rd, to meet up with all the rappers I already got planned. So look out for your boy Bob. Might be coming for Adin's throne. Plus, he's trash at basketball. I'll beat his ass. And so with that, it's your boy Bobby Lamb signing off, sucking off Adin to absorb some of that clout that he got. Pause. Let me know in the comments what you think about Adin, if you think he deserves all this. I know hella people in the hip-hop community hate him for some reason, but just refer to what I said earlier on in the video, where he's not appealing to y'all. So stop being so offended. Make sure to like and subscribe and join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Brr.